I'm Leanne and this is Ashley. Kia ora and welcome to Exercise with Ashley once again. This time we're going to do some seated exercises, that's why we're seated, and maintaining our social distancing in these COVID times.
Kia ora. The exercises focused on seated, as Leanne said, useful for people who find it hard to stay on their feet for a prolonged period of time, but I guarantee you will still get a workout all in a chair. So best to find a sturdy chair at home, like a dining chair perhaps, not your lazy boy. You will have some times where you're sitting far back and sometimes you're sitting towards the edge and you want a bit of room, so more narrow chair rather than wide if you can locate one at home. And of course take breaks whenever you need. You can always hit pause, that's the great thing about videos. Some of the paces I'll be going quite quickly. Just set your own pace. I'll do long enough sets throughout the exercises that you should be able to get in what suits you before I change to a different exercise. Most important, have fun and keep safe. Alright, this first is the warm-up, variety of exercises, so just follow the different movements. It's fairly light, just to get the heart starting to beat a bit faster before we get into the intense exercises. Okay, this next one we're going to pick up the pace a bit, getting the legs moving a bit more and working our core. So really engage the core muscles throughout this whole exercise. You'll see me do some knee taps. You can do with your hands or with your elbows. It is up to you. You adjust to what suits your level. All right, this one we're gonna start with a little footwork again, but then we're doing sit stands. You don't have to go the same speed as me. Go what suits you. Do whatever you want with your arms. If you need to push off the chair or your legs, I'm gonna have mine crossed. Again, do what suits your level. Alright, this one we're going to do a bit of boxing, so you watch me doing the different boxing motions. Where you really want to focus is when you're watching my motions, really control the muscles that they're not going too high with your arms. We're going to be stopping the fists in front of the face, okay? So really focus on good control along the whole arm and the shoulders and back. Next one, we're doing quite a bit of work with the arms. You might find it a bit fast. No stress about keeping up with my pace. Go your own pace and just have fun. This is a good fun one. Here we go. Next, we're going to be moving on to some weights. What I've brought is just some practical 400-gram baked beans. Ideally, the weights in both arms are the same weight. And for the TheraBands, clean handkerchiefs or thin pillowcases will do, or tea towels. All right, so just have those, what you're using as your bands, your cloths, just behind you on your chair or nearby. Because we're going to start with the tins of weights for this next one. Great, so we put our weights away. Now we're going to get those handkerchiefs, tea towels, pillowcases, whatever you grabbed. You don't want it to be too thick because we're going to be scrunching them, exercising our fingers. It's really good exercise if you have stiff fingers for any reason. And for working our hands, we'll do a few of those. Go your own pace. I'm going to do several, allowing you time. And then we're going to go into sit stands again. So with that, once more, whatever suits you in terms of how you place your arms, pace yourself. You got plenty of time to fit in some good exercise nonetheless. Okay, now we're gonna go into some stretches and cool downs. Really important with every stretch, you do not feel discomfort or pain. A tiny tug of the muscle, great. Pause there. Don't reach as far as I'm going. If that's too far for you, only reach as far that you have that tiny tug for a stretch. And we're gonna hold that stretch, making sure you're breathing normally through each stretch. Some stretches I'll do in front of my chair, but if you want to hold your chair for some balance, by all means do the same stretch, but from behind your chair, holding the back to support your balance. finally we're going to finish off with a little bit of balance work. Now, watch my torso, my upper body. I'm not going to be tilting it, so we are doing this standing up. I'll do mine in front of the chair so you can see what I'm doing, but feel free to hold the back of your chair going behind it for balance aid. We'll do a bit of the balance work very slowly, and you should feel it in your legs. After that, we'll sit back down, hands on chest and tummy for some diaphragm breathing, making sure you're feeling movement in your tummy, not your chest, getting good belly full of air, getting that good oxygen in.
Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks very much to Ashley for her wonderful work, and we'll see you again next time. Maybe. Bye bye.